Good afternoon, I'm KHOU Meteorologist Chris Ramirez. We are still under that weather impact alert day from now until 6 p.m. We are seeing those wet roadways all across the Houston area, so definitely exercise caution if you are traveling out and about across the area, especially for this afternoon. Looking at radar right now, the good news is that Houston is dealing with a bit of a break from those heavy showers, but it's not really areas along the coast. They're still dealing with the heavy rainfall, especially in and around the Lake City area. Even Texas City dealing with that heavy rain, as more of this rain is now moving in and around the Galveston area. So we are seeing some lots of lightning with these storms. We're not seeing any wind issues. It's just the possibility for some moderate flooding to occur as these showers are now making their way through the coastal areas, at least for the next 30 minutes to an hour. The National Weather Service did issue that marine warning in effect for our coastal areas. We were looking at those flood advisories that were for the south side of the Houston area, but now those have expired as the rain has definitely dissipated for now. But there is still a swath of rain to the south west of the Houston area, moving in and around the Needville area. This is actually moving off towards Sugar Land, so we're really not out of the woods yet as far as the rain, even though we are dealing with a break from the showers that have been falling most of the day. So looking at the rainfall accumulations, up to 2 to 3 inches of rain in some locations, especially areas off towards the southwest of us, but we are expecting those conditions to remain mostly stormy, at least through the next few hours, lasting until 4 to 5 p.m. So your commute home from work might be a little bit of a challenge if we are going to be dealing with some of these showers that are going to slowly start moving northward across downtown Houston, even closer towards the Woodlands. Katy, likely to see some of those showers move through at least the 4:30, 5:30 hour. The good news, though, is that our weather models are showing that we're going to get a bit of a break from these showers and storms as we get closer towards the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hours. So that could be some good news in terms of the trick-or-treating forecast, but things are going to be fairly soggy. Roads are still going to be wet later on this evening. We are dealing with lots of humidity, very humid and muggy out there. So as far as your trick-or-treat forecast, we are expecting that rain chance to wrap up around the 7 p.m. hour. We could still see some scattered showers and storms closer to 5, and then by 9 p.m., things are going to be drying out for the overnight hours. So fast forward, the rainy pattern just really not done yet. We're still expecting another weather system to move through in the form of a cold front as we head into next Tuesday. That in turn is going to give us a rather wet outlook in terms of election day. So might want to take advantage of those early voting opportunities as we are going to continue to see this rain chance last at least through the next few hours. So kind of wrapping it up again, we are still tracking those showers and storms across our area. Most of the shower activity to the southwest of Houston, in and around the Galveston area. So just keep that in mind, that if you are in or around the coastal areas, that we're seeing some torrential rain, lots of heavy downpours ongoing for our coastal areas in and around the Galveston, as far as along I-45, even Lake City, dealing with that heavy rainfall at the current moment, with lots of lightning with these storms at the moment as well. So rain to the southwest of town. This is moving mostly in a rather eastern direction. You're able to see that subtle boundary to the north of the Houston area. That's that stationary front that's really responsible for bringing us all of this rain for today. So the good news, we are definitely in need of rain, but unfortunately it could give us a little bit of a challenge in terms of the roadways, giving us slick roadways along I-45 in and around Lake City, even Galveston, dealing with those heavy showers at the current moment. So be extra careful if you are out and about across the area, at least for the next few hours, because we are seeing those conditions mostly just wet and stormy for areas southwest or southeast of Houston. So widespread showers actually occurring along I-69. Really, flood advisory still in effect for some of those areas, especially southeast of Houston, but even along I-10, dealing with a bit of a break from those showers and storms, as we've already seen close to 2 to 3 inches of rain in some locations, especially as we've seen these storms pop up here and there. Houston dealing with a bit of a break, but we're not out of the woods yet. We could see some of these showers move northward, getting closer towards 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. That's going to give us a fairly messy commute home. And then by 6 o'clock is when we are expecting this rain to finally start diminishing, still sticking along the coastal areas from Bolivar Peninsula to Galveston, even Brazosport, dealing with these showers. But then by 10 p.m. it's going to clear out and we're going to be drying in the overnight hours going into the next few hours for tomorrow. So as far as your trick and treating forecast, 7 o'clock, likely the time to do the trick-or-treating, because we could still see some of those showers, activity, and storms around the 5 p.m. hour. But definitely be safe out there, as the roads are still going to be slick, and make sure to watch the kids if they are walking along those roadways, as well as watching out for cars, as we are still going to continue to see those wet conditions in the overnight hours. And as always, we are tracking the weather forecast and the latest weather updates on KHOU.com and on the KHOU 11 app.